The limits of tolerance. The topic of this video, guys, is going to be about the limits of tolerance. What's tolerance? It should be on the screen. Honestly, guys, tolerance basically how much bullshit you can put up with. Basically, that's how I would define that word, tolerance. Your like threshold for like what you can like accept before it's like before you start to become like almost like too like depressed and like angry, and then you get to a rage, and you throw something out the window. But tolerance is basically us human beings. We allow certain things into our lives, even though these certain things might be kind of like infuriating and frustrating. Tolerance is basically like a type of, we human beings, we force ourselves to be in a certain way just to like accommodate something in our lives. Maybe perhaps like I'll give you an example. Tolerance. There's like a chimp. No, that's kind of dumb. There's like maybe perhaps there might be like you might have like a very angry parent, a mom that's very loud, but you tolerate her loudness because she's your mom and you have to put up with her annoying behaviors. And so that's like a form of tolerance, guys. We allow certain things in our lives just for the sake of those things being in our lives, and we have to like allow these things, and we have to like force ourselves not to get too agitated and angry. Tolerance. The topic of this video, guys, is the limits of tolerance. Think about this, guys. How much bullshit can you put up with? How much bullshit can you put up with before you get all fucking pissy and you're about to throw something out the window? How much bullshit can you put up with, guys? Think about this very carefully. How much bullshit can you put up with before you get all pissy and you want to throw something out the window? How much bullshit can you actually put up with, guys? I know for me, sometimes there are certain people that become very infuriating, guys, and I quite honestly, I just cannot be in the same room with them anymore, and I have to fucking force myself out. Otherwise, there's gonna be like a fight breaking out in that bitch, man. You know what I mean? How much the limits of tolerance? How much bullshit can you put up with, guys? Can you, as a specific person, whoever's watching my videos, put up with before you lose it and you want to throw something out the window? The limits of tolerance, guys. Tolerance is such a magical thing. I don't think it is like a uniquely human attribute. Tolerance. You don't see fucking chimpanzees. You know, like if you get a chimp and you start to irritate the chimpanzee, he's not going to have it. He's just going to get all pissy at you and he's going to rip your face off, literally. You know, chimps, they have like extraordinary strength. They can actually rip your face off. There was like this woman, she had like a pet chimp and her face got torn off. I don't want to get into that though. That's like I always go on these fucking side tangents, but back to the topic at hand. The topic of this video, guys, is the limits of tolerance. How much can you put up with before you get all pissy and you want to throw something out the window? Have that in your head. Think about this so carefully, because it's so important regarding business, life, relationships. Yet tolerance is like, especially relationships, is so important. It's like an integral component to any successful, happy, fulfilling relationship. How much can you actually tolerate? Obviously, if you get with a girl, or you might be a fag guy, whatever you are, or you might be a woman, whatever, how much bullshit can you actually put up with before it's like you call it quits and you want to throw something out the window? How much can you put up with? I know for me, certainly, if there's like someone that's so irritating and annoying, I cannot perhaps maybe like 5 hours, but if I'm with that person for more than 5 hours, I'm gonna get something's gonna get thrown out the window. You know what I mean? Tolerance is like the limits of tolerance. I think honestly, guys, we always think that we have like such a tremendous amount of willpower and we can like force ourselves to deal with any issue. Honestly, guys, I don't think that's the case. I think that you have to like be like very cognizant of your limitations, the limits of tolerance. And really, the whole point of this video is, guys, I'm really trying to help you think about this. That you should set your life up in a way that you don't deal with anything that's too irritating and infuriating. How much bullshit can you tolerate? Right now, we all have to tolerate certain things in our lives. I know, like family members that might be a little bit too irritating and annoying. You have to tolerate their bullshit, until you achieve some type of financial freedom. Then you can like move out, I guess. I don't know. Even if you move out, you might move to a different place. In that city, there's like certain irritants in that city. Like there might be neighbors that are too loud, or neighbors that might bang on your door and try and rob you or something. You always have to tolerate something, guys. You can't escape the necessity for tolerance. Is such an important aspect for us human beings, that we, in our day-to-day lives, in our modern societies, that we have to put up with so much bullshit. But is it really worth all the hassle, guys? I don't know. Do you think it's really worth the hassle, guys, to tolerate so much bullshit in your life? Think about how much bullshit is in your life, how much bullshit that you have to put up with and tolerate in your day-to-day life. You're gonna have like a fucking epiphany when you think about this, guys. Think about how much bullshit you tolerate in your day-to-day life. How much do you have to put up with all the bullshit, all the stress and frustration that comes from the people around you? How much do you have to put up with that before you're gonna throw something out the window? guys, I always like encourage you guys to like have like a king mentality, like you're in charge of your life and you get to pick and choose who's in your life. And if you don't like someone, you can kick them out regardless of how they feel. You only care about your own emotions. I do encourage this type of behavior, but still, the limits of tolerance, guys, I'm telling you, for me personally, guys, 5 hours, I can only deal with someone's bullshit for 5 hours. Past, like, if someone's so infuriating, spending the whole day with them, that's gonna like do my head in. I'm probably gonna throw something out the window, I know for sure. I have like quite a fucking, my mindset is like very sometimes it's very easy for me to just quickly get stressed out over certain things. But the limits of tolerance, guys, how much bullshit can you actually tolerate? Think about your day-to-day lives. How much do you have to tolerate? How much do you have to put up with before you call it quits and before you want to throw something out the window? I know for me it's like 5 hours tops before my brain just turns into like fucking into a volcano and I just want to fucking erupt and throw something out the window. So yeah, the limits of tolerance, guys. Honestly, I think a lot of us, we tolerate so much bullshit in our lives. You might be with like your family members, they might be irritating you. You might be with a person that's like sort of like, you might be in a relationship with someone that's like very abusive. You have to tolerate all this bullshit, and it's like it just increases your stress and your mental fatigue and all that. Guys, tolerance, the limits of tolerance. How much bullshit can you actually put up with, guys? How much bullshit can you actually put up with, guys, before you want to call it quits, before you want to just throw the towel in and throw something out the window? For me, guys, honestly, 5 hours, that's the amount of time I can deal with someone's bullshit is 5 hours, and then my brain just turns fucking into a volcano. I just want to erupt. I can only deal with someone's bullshit for like a couple hours, and then that guy, if that person's still being an irritant, I'm gonna have to run away, or someone's gonna get thrown out the window. You know what I mean? The limits of tolerance, guys. We always feel like we can tolerate things. We have like this massive control over our emotions and our willpower, and we can deal with any type of irritant. Honestly, you want to make sure that the people that are in your life are beneficial to you. You're not dealing with certain people that just cause you problems, that cause you irritation. Irritation is such a atrocious feeling like you're being there's someone in your presence, and them being in your presence, that causes you like some type of like some feelings of like disgust. That's horrible, guys. You always want to fucking make sure you're in control of your environment and your surroundings and the people that are in your life. You control everything precisely and carefully. You're like a king. The limits of tolerance, guys. Think about this so carefully. How much bullshit can you put up with before you get all pissy and you want to throw something out the window? How much bullshit can you actually put up with, guys? Personally, I know me, 5 hours tops, and then I'm gonna get all fucking, my head's gonna turn into a volcano. I'm gonna erupt and something's gonna get thrown out the window. But the limits of tolerance, we always, like our day-to-day lives, we live our lives and sometimes dealing with other people's bullshit. There's everyone who's watching this video, there's always gonna be some sort of like bullshit problem that's in your life. You're always gonna be having to like deal with so much bullshit in your life, and you have to just figure out a way to get rid of all that bullshit, remove it all completely from your life so you don't have to deal with it. The limits of tolerance, cause how much bullshit can you put up with before you want to just throw something out the window? I swear. For me personally, it's like such a hassle dealing with certain people that are like very irritating. They don't bring anything to the table. They're so moody and obnoxious, and they're very quick to anger and aggression. These types of certain people, these people, always try your hardest to kick them out of your life. It's very difficult though if these types of people are like a part of your family or something. That's actually, then you're gonna have to think about maybe not kicking them out, but you probably want to move away from them in the long run, like move out, maybe achieve financial freedom and get your own place. But anyway, that's a big fat side tangent. But guys, how much bullshit can you put up with before you want to throw something out the window? I know for me, 5 hours tops, guys. 5 hours, that's how much I can deal with. Guys or gals, whatever you are, 5 hours, that's what I can tolerate before I want to just throw something out the window. It's quite fucking insane. The limits of tolerance, we always feel like we have a massive control over our emotions. We have like a tremendous amount of free will, and we can control everything in our brains properly. No, guys, I know all of us, we have like a certain limitation and a threshold that when that's been crossed or exceeded, we turn into volcanoes and we want to erupt and throw something out the window. The limits of tolerance, guys, how much can you tolerate before you want to throw something out the window? Think about it so carefully, guys. The limits of tolerance, honestly, guys, in my opinion, I believe all of us human beings, we cannot put up with too much bullshit. Otherwise, we're gonna get so angry and fed up, and you're probably gonna like want to throw something out the window. the limits of tolerance. How much bullshit can you deal with before you want to throw something out the window? And that's about it. Think about this carefully.